everyone, Morgan and Kid Rogue here, and we're going to be making some, oh my goodness, I couldn't keep talking with that grin going on. We are going to be making some DIY ration bars. Now, I'm sure you've heard of like the ration bars that you can buy, you know, there's a million on the market, but you can make your own kind of ration bars. They're not going to be the same as the ones on the market, but I've come up with my own little recipe. There's a ton of recipes online, okay? There's all sorts of recipes, and I just made one up based on the recipes that I found online. And so here's a peanut butter one that I'm going to be making. Let me show you. So I'm trying to make this into a ration bar, which means that I want it to be sustaining somewhat. So this is a food grade, a preservative, sugar is a preservative, and then I'm going to put some peanut butter, a little bit of protein powder. Yeah, it's like salted caramel flavor, but it should taste okay with it. And then I'm going to put a bunch of oats. So I dropped 1 cup of oats, then 3 tablespoons of the powdered peanut butter. Then I did 2 teaspoons of the protein powder. Then I did a half a teaspoon of this preservative. And I'm also going to add a little bit of fiber because why not, you know? Oh, and I set the oven to 200 degrees. And then I add a little less than a 1/4 cup of sugar. I mean, I really don't want that much because it's already going to be pretty sweet anyway. So just a tiny bit of sugar. And then you need an assistant to mix it for you. So I'm just going to mix it up. So I did add a little bit of water. I don't want to add a ton, but let me mix this up a little bit and kind of show you why. All right, so I used about a half a cup. I had filled this up to a cup and I used about a half a cup of water. So you want it to where it's just kind of combining like this. It can still be a little bit flaky, that's okay. But the whole point is to make these into ration bars. So like what I'm gonna do with this 200-degree oven is that I'm gonna put it in there 20 minutes on one side, 20 minutes on another side. And I'm essentially gonna kind of dry out all the water. So it'll be cooked and combined. You can also make these into like little protein balls and stuff like that. But anyway, there's lots of little things you could do with this. There's a ton of different recipes. This is just one recipe, and this is just something that I came up with. And, you know, I'm using the preservative just so I can have it last a little bit longer without having to be in the freezer or in the fridge or anything like that. But you can put these in the freezer to, you know, to preserve them. And then, like, you know, it kind of depends on what purpose you want. Do you want to make these for like hiking and camping purposes? Do you want to make them because you want them for long-term storage? Then you can put them in the freezer, and then when it comes time for an emergency or disaster, you need to pull them out and eat them, go for it, you know. So let's see how many of these make. Okay, so I guess this is like made for eggs. You can put the egg in there and make like a perfect circle egg, but I'm using it for this to kind of make them all about the same size. So it looks like this is producing about 4 of them. So you want them to be about the same size-ish. I can see that this one's slightly thicker, but that's okay. So now they go in the oven for 20 minutes. Yep, whoop, 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 whoop. So again, with these, you know, there's a ton of different recipes you can do. I've just done my own research. I've made these a million bazillion times, and they will come out a little hard, okay? If you want them to be softer but not have a long shelf life, then you can add butter, or you can add honey, or you can add these things. A lot of people think honey is a preservative, but it actually, like when cooked and stuff, it can actually cause other ingredients to go rancid. And you know, like if you add raisins or nuts or anything, those things will go rancid after a certain period of time. So you just have to keep those things in mind. I've made like a chocolate version, I've made a raspberry version, and they're all, those are both really good too. But the peanut butter one I like because that's really, you know, packed with calories and fats and protein. So yeah, this is my favorite recipe. While I wait for the ration bars to finish, I am cooking in my new Instant Pot. Big, huge thanks to Andy, my friend, for sending this to me for my birthday. Where I'm making some garlic chicken in it right now. I'm so excited. I love this thing. I love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, well, we got 7 minutes until we gotta flip. All right, 20 minutes has passed, so we're just gonna do a quick flipperoo here. No. Come on. All right, and then back in they go for another 20 minutes. Boop. All right, so after 40 minutes, I'm gonna let this set. It will get a little bit harder. I would probably like it to be a little bit drier, but I think with these, I'm gonna be eating pretty much right away within the next couple weeks or so. So I'm probably just gonna freeze these and then just pop them out when I go on my next camping trip. You know, if you wanna make them super hard and super dry, then you would probably put them in a little bit longer. You know, these are still a little soft. Like I said, that's okay. And when they cool, they'll be a little drier. And see, they're a little bit crumblier than I want. But that's because I didn't put in enough water. I probably could have put in a little bit more, but I'm really stingy with the water because, you know, I like to keep it nice and dry. But, it tastes really good. Peanut butter oats, basically. I could probably put a little more peanut butter in it even, but it's good. It's very, very good. All right, so there's your DIY ration bars. I hope you can make some of your own. Again, make your own recipe. Look up online some recipes and then make your own, or try a recipe that you found online, or try my recipe if you can follow it. You don't have to add anything that I did to mine, or you can add everything. Just change it up, figure it out. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing another DIY. I'm going to be making some fire starters, but they're a little different than you've seen before. So look forward to that tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. And come visit me on my Patreon and my social media sites and all that, all down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow today. See you tomorrow. Bye.